Hi, welcome to a brand new eShop video. Today, Jess is going to be talking to us about password best practices and recommending us some apps that can help us keep our logins secure. In the next video, we talk about the impacts of a cyber attack on a local government authority, so make sure you sub down below to not miss that video. To start off, let's watch a short video clip of people coming up to complete strangers and asking for their passwords.
We sent a camera out on a Hollywood Boulevard to help people by asking them to tell us their password. And this is how that went.
We're talking about cybersecurity today and how safe people's passwords are. What is one of your online passwords currently?
It is my dog's name and the year I graduated from high school.
Oh, what kind of dog do you have?
I have a Chihuahua Papillon,
And what's its name?
Jameson.
Jameson. And where'd you go to school?
I went to school back in Greensburg, Pennsylvania.
What school?
Hempfield Area Senior High School
Oh, when did you graduate?
in 2009.
Oh, great.
It's like my cat's name and then just like a random number.
Okay. As you had this cat for a while?
Yeah, she's my childhood pet.
Aw. And what's her name?
Her name is Jolie.
Jolie. So like a password of yours would be Jolie and then a number.
Yeah.
Like number 1?
Like my birthday,
Oh, when is your birthday?
June 12th,
Oh, nice. And what year were you born?
95.
Oh, great. So Jolie, 6, 12, 95.
Yes.
Got it.
So you mean to give my password right now? No, I cannot do that.
But we all want to know what it is so we can tell you if it's strong or not.
Oh my goodness. Let me think. Okay, one is Tel Aviv. Yeah. 468. And then Israel. It's only 3, but it's for me it's strong enough.
Right then, so we've just watched that. That's social engineering at a pretty basic level. Now, we're humans, we're socially compliant, and it appears some Americans, when faced with a camera and a microphone, are extremely socially compliant. Now, I'm sure nobody in this audience is naive enough to disclose passwords in a street. And that isn't the point of this video clip. What's important here is the style and structure of passwords that were being disclosed. Because I know, and the reason I know is because I get the crime data, I have access to all sorts of data, I know the passwords that are being used, and more importantly are being broken by cyber criminals. Because unless you've had some cyber awareness training on this, your passwords are poor. Because no one's ever told you. No one's ever explained it to you. So, we're going to continue with our password journey. So what is the best practice? And please bear with me, as I told you, this is going to get worse before it gets better. Do not reuse passwords anywhere. And we'll extrapolate on that later. We'll explain that later. No names, pets, dates of birth. It is all too obvious. We leak too much data. Even now, if you think you've perhaps drilled into your social media menus and you've locked stuff down, you probably didn't initially when you took up social media. That stuff is out there. When you get one of these 2FA codes, MFA codes that you didn't ask for, because part of your homework, you've gone back, you've now set up multi-factor, two-factor authentication on everything you can. So if you get a code come through that you never asked for, you're sat there of an evening in your sitting room and an Amazon code comes through. Well, hang on a minute, I haven't just tried to get onto Amazon. Somebody has got your credentials, which might not be your fault. It might have been lost through a data breach. But they're knocking on the door of your Amazon account, and the only thing keeping them out now, because it's not your email and your password, because that's gone, is that 2FA code. So your mitigation is to immediately get onto your Amazon account in a safe way you know how to do, through the app or through a fresh tab on your web browser, and change those account details, because somebody has got them. Password cracking is done offline after a data breach. So through no fault of your own, you've put your faith in British Airways, which they did a few years ago, and they lost everybody's details. Criminals will trade and buy these lists of millions of these passwords and credentials, and they'll sit there and throw automated tools at them and go to bed. And this is the reality. An 8-character password, which is your dog's name and the year you were born, will take minutes to be cracked. And those with a bit more technical knowledge, even if it's hashed. Okay, I've seen it done, I've done it. So when we start talking about passwords, we are looking at 13 characters plus to give us that resilience. Again, bear with me. I know you can't remember the rubbish 8-character ones you've got. I'm going to give you help how to remember a few 13 plus character ones, because this is the resilience we need and this is where we need to be. So what do? We embrace tech. We use password managers. They will do the heavy lifting. How do they work? Well, you choose one. And as law enforcement, I can't endorse any. It's not my job to do so. But you can make some due diligence. You can do some due diligence online. You will find password managers from a personal point of view that are free. In the corporate world, you've got to pay for them. And you install the same one on all of your devices so they can talk to each other. And you protect this password manager with a really strong, and you'll see just a subtle difference there, passphrase. Just hold on to that thought. And you'll set up some 2FA on it, so it's bomb-proof. So that password vault, you've really protected. And then you go shopping. And let's say you visit Amazon for the first time. Doesn't matter if it's the first time or it's an account change. But for the first time, your password manager will recognise what you're doing and say, do you want a password? How about this one? Look how long and complex that is. Now, in other work that I do in this sphere, I've met some amazing young people with various neurodiverse conditions that would remember that password. But for us mere mortals, we won't. We don't have to, because that's probably the first and last time we'll ever see it. So we accept that password and it's stored. The next time you go back to Amazon, your password manager says, I recognise this. This is Amazon. And it recognises it from a technical level. We've got a password for this. Do you want it? Yes, please. We unlock our vault. We use the strong passphrase. We deal with the 2FA. It retrieves the password, puts it into Amazon. We go shopping. And as an additional bit of help, it's a good thing. And the National Cyber Security Centre endorse it. And if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for us. Now, people often throw at me, are they 100% safe? No, nothing is. But the research the NCSC have done says that it is the risk of these getting cracked is so small compared to us trying to manage passwords in the way that we currently do.
I use a password manager, and before I did so, I had about 20 variations of the same password. With how frequent data breaches are these days, my information was already out there. If you want to find out if your information has ever been leaked as part of a data breach, I'm going to leave a link down below to Have I Been Pawned. Simply by entering your email address on that website, you'll find out if you've ever been part of a data breach. In the next video after this one, we talk about the impact of a cyber attack on a local government authority, so make sure you're subscribed down below and following us on all of our social medias to stay up to date with that one. Thank you so much for watching, I wish you a good day, and bye bye.